Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here with another cool review. I want to review the Viking 4 amp 6 volt or 12 volt battery charger tender. It's not a full battery charger, it's kind of like a slow trickle charge, but it puts up to 48 watts into the system, which is pretty good. I mean, this isn't something where you're going to plug in and then, start your car and drive away. This is something that, say if you want to maintain a battery, or if you want to, like in this case, try to bring a battery back from the dead. This is an old Farm and Fleet battery. I don't even know when I bought this. It was in the basement. It's a 24 deep cell. Let's try. I mean, you can see that the terminals are good, but this is something where, when you go fishing and you don't use it for a while, it sits. And that's bad for batteries. Not as bad for deep cycles, definitely bad for regular cycle car batteries. But let's see how dead it is. This has a little computer in there. It's not just a manual thing. There's no override. This controls the charging, which means if it's not safe, this thing will tell you, man, don't try it. You're gonna, pop your battery. So let's try it. Notice it says disconnected right here. Hopefully you can see that. That means obviously these aren't connected. Now I leave them on the cords like this because it's a safety thing. I don't want this one to ever touch that one, so I put them on the little clamp and they stay in there pretty good for storage. That way when you turn it on, these are not, accidentally, like this and knocking around, because if they touch, you're gonna have a bad day. So, all right, let's try. We're gonna try to bring this battery back from the dead. Now it's been sitting a long time. I'd be surprised if this sucker ain't all the way down to 10 volts. I mean, this is a 12 volt battery, shouldn't be down to 10 volts. But, let's try. So let's go to the negative over on this side and the positive on this side. And we're going to watch what happens in real time here. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. I don't have the best setup, and I apologize. And as you can tell by the tape, you get beat up pretty good doing working reviews. Now, okay, did you notice the spike right away? It went to 15.6 volts. Way too high to charge a battery. But now notice it automatically, because the computer inside kicked it back down to 10.9. That means this battery is dead. But it is a deep cycle, so you have a chance to bring it back. But if you put this on this battery on a regular charger and try to do this, and it's not computer controlled, that battery will just possibly explode. I mean, it's not good to try to bring these batteries back too fast. Now this would obviously take a very, very long time to charge, but that's the secret. Bringing back a battery from the dead, trickle charge is the key. Don't ever force or speed up a bad battery. Now you have other modes. It's in 12 volt standard. Hopefully you can see that. 12 volt standard mode. And then if I'm going to switch it, it's okay now because, like I said, I'll switch it back real quick, so it's not going to hurt anything. See, now it's up to, 10.9, it just jumped to 11. But now watch when I hit the mode here. See that? 12 volt AGM. So if you have an AGM battery, or if it's 12 volt standard and it's in cold, if that battery's in a cold environment, see how it like stepped down? That's a special setting if your battery is cold, because cold batteries do not like to be charged. And then you have 12 volt AGM in the cold mode, and then you have the 6 volt, which we're going to hurry up and jump past those because we don't have a 6 volt hooked to that. We have a 12 volt. It's the only way to show you the options is to have it hooked to something. Now it's back to the 12 volt standard. Hopefully you can see that. 12 volt standard, and now it's 11.1. Well, 11.0. But remember, it was 10.9 a second ago. So already it's very, very slowly bringing this thing back to life. And probably by, either very late tonight or tomorrow morning, this battery could possibly be fully charged. Another thing to look at on batteries, it's called swelling. So notice when I turn this sideways, you see how flush and flat that is? That is a very good sign for a battery if you're not sure if it's good or bad. If this had bubbling or expanding of the cells, not a good battery, not safe. You don't want to mess around and play with stuff like that, because over time, that battery could just not have a good day. I'll leave it at that. But this is a really cool battery tender. You set it like that. I picked it up at Harbor Freight. I'll see if I can find a link in this description down below. This one's not on Amazon now. This is at Harbor Freight. And Harbor Freight does not have the best tools. I'm not going to lie to you. But there's some stuff there that's so cheap. Like, my favorite thing from Harbor Freight, hands down, I don't know if you guys do a lot of outdoor stuff, right here. These gloves from Harbor Freight, hands down, the best, cheapest gloves I have ever found. I must have had 500 pairs of these in my line of work. You know, they're like $2 a pair. So you use it for a couple jobs, you throw them away, you grab a new set. I mean, these are cool products. So Harbor Freight does have some good stuff. I don't want to bash on them, but they do have a lot of stuff that, I don't want to say the bad word, but junk. You know, they do sell a lot of bad stuff, and I hate to say that about any company, but here, you see it dropped back down to 10.9. So obviously, it's the computer inside. Oh, see? This is perfect. Okay, so notice it went to, this is absolutely perfect for this video. Notice it went to bad battery. That means that the cells in this battery, even though the battery looks nice, are possibly too far gone. And you need even a smaller trickle. Or you have to change the acid in there. That's a whole different video. I'm not going to get into that. But isn't that nice? Now imagine if you were charging that on a regular charger and it didn't have options like that. This is a small little box. You can put it anywhere. I used to have this in an RV just for backup and safety. But if you put this on a charger and say you had it hooked to manual, which I never recommend unless you're standing right next to the battery. Don't put it on manual charging. Put it on automatic. That way you have an automatic shutoff and a protection. Batteries that explode are not funny. But this is a perfect timing. I didn't know because this battery has been in storage for so long. I almost forgot about it. I found it behind stuff. I'm digging through my house looking for all the cool stuff I had in the office and everything. Just trying to, in the shop, just trying to find stuff that is like, holy cow, this is a good product. I've used it for years. Other people should know about it. And you know what? There's 1 billion people on the planet, like 7 billion, 8 billion. I don't know what we're up to now. A couple, almost 10 billion people probably. Who knows? A lot of people never even heard of stuff like this. And then, you know, they get stranded because of their batteries bad or something. But I'm going to review everything that I can get my fingers on for you guys. I really enjoy this. Okay, well, be safe. Check this out. It's not very much money. I'll put a link in the description if Harbor Freight still has it. Otherwise, there are many more. DeWalt has them. Tons of companies have these. But this is called a tender, a battery tender charger. It's like a maintainer. 48 watts max, and then it can go all the way down to 6 volts. So if you have golf cart batteries, obviously it would maintain them. It's not going to charge a lot of golf carts because those batteries are huge, unless you have a year to wait. But, all right, check this out, guys. Viking. Not a big name, but it could save you out there from getting stranded. All right, Ramblin Bob Reviews. I'm out. Thanks, guys.